Ladies and gentlemen, set a clear vision. Listen to me carefully. Your future is not waiting for you. It's being shaped right now by the choices you make, or the choices you fail to make. Every single day you wake up without a clear vision, without a clear purpose, you are allowing life to design your future for you. And here's the harsh truth: life doesn't care about your dreams if you don't fight for them. You have been given one life, one shot, one chance to design a future that excites you, fulfills you, and leaves a mark on this world. But if you're drifting, if you're just waking up, going through the motions, scrolling, complaining, surviving but not living, your future is being stolen day by day. This is not about motivation. This is about survival. Because if you don't decide where you're going, you will end up where life throws you, and that is rarely where you want to be. Right now, I want you to imagine something. Close your eyes and picture yourself 10 years from today. Where are you? What do you look like? Who is standing next to you? Are you proud of the life you've built, or are you full of regret? Do you have the freedom you crave, or are you chained by the same excuses you're making today? Because here's the reality: what you're doing every single day is either building that future you want, or destroying it. The importance of a clear vision. If you don't know where you're going, every road will look the same. Every distraction will look attractive. Every obstacle will feel like a reason to quit. A clear vision acts like a compass. It guides your decisions, your focus, and your energy. Think about it. When you get in a car and drive somewhere, you plug the destination into your GPS. Why? Because if you don't, you'll just wander around aimlessly, hoping you end up at the right place. That's how most people live their lives. They're just driving without a map, hoping things work out. But hope is not a strategy. You cannot wander into greatness. You design it. A vision is the picture of your ideal future. It's the standard you set for your life. It's the why behind the work. It's the force that pushes you when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, when everything feels like it's falling apart. Without vision, you will settle for less. Without vision, you will be distracted by every temptation. Without vision, you will quit the first time life gets hard. What does a clear vision look like? A clear vision is specific. It's vivid. You can see it, feel it, taste it. You know exactly what success looks like for you, not for anyone else. Ask yourself, what do I want my life to look like in 1 year? What do I want my life to look like in 5 years? If money wasn't a limitation, if fear wasn't holding me back, if I could design my perfect future, what would it be? Don't just think about material things. Think about your health, your relationships, your career or business, your mindset, your impact on the world. Write it down. Get detailed. What kind of house are you living in? Who's with you? How do you feel when you wake up? What kind of work are you doing? How much freedom do you have? Because here's the secret: you cannot hit a target you cannot see. Emotional story: lost without vision. Let me tell you about a young man named Daniel. Daniel had big dreams when he was a teenager. He wanted to be successful, make money, travel the world. But he never sat down to define what success actually meant. He didn't have a plan, he didn't set goals, and he told himself he'd figure it out someday. Years passed. He bounced from job to job, relationship to relationship, waiting for life to hand him opportunities. He told himself he was trying, but the truth was, he had no vision, no direction, no commitment. By the time he was 35, Daniel looked around and realized he was stuck in a life he didn't even want. He was in debt, in a job he hated, in a body he wasn't proud of, and he couldn't figure out how he got there. He got there because he never decided where he was going. Don't be Daniel. Don't wake up one day full of regret because you never took the time to set a vision. Your vision must be personal. One mistake people make is adopting someone else's vision. They chase what looks good on Instagram. They chase what their parents or friends think they should do. But your vision is yours. It's personal. It's the life that excites you, not the life that impresses other people. If your vision is just to look successful in the eyes of others, you will burn out. You will hate the journey. You will feel empty when you get there. Your vision must align with your values. Your vision must be something you truly want deep in your soul. How to clarify your vision right now? Here's an exercise. Grab a notebook. Write down the date, 5 years from today. Write a letter to yourself as if you've already achieved your dream life. Describe everything in detail. Where are you living? What does your home look like? Who is with you? What are you doing for work? How do you feel physically, mentally, spiritually? What kind of impact are you making? The more specific you get, the more powerful your vision becomes. Now read that letter every single day. This isn't a cute exercise. This is training your mind to focus on your future, instead of your current limitations. Vision fuels discipline. Here's why this matters so much. When you have a clear vision, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. When you know exactly what you want, you can say no to distractions. You can endure the hard days because you know what's at stake. You can wake up early, stay up late, push through fear, because you have a reason. Without vision, discipline feels like punishment. With vision, discipline feels like freedom. Think about athletes preparing for the Olympics. They train for years. Early mornings, grueling workouts, strict diets. Why? Because they can see that gold medal in their mind. If you don't have your own gold medal, a vision that excites you, you will always take the easy way out. Your future depends on this. I want you to stop whatever you're doing after this message and get clear on your vision. Because the next 5 years will pass no matter what. If you do nothing, you'll end up living the same life, or worse. But if you set a vision and commit to it, your future can look completely different. It is not too late. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. But you must decide. Transition into next segment. Now that you have a vision, now that you know exactly what you're chasing, it's time to build the engine that will take you there. And that engine is your routine. Because dreaming is useless without action. And action, repeated daily, is what turns a vision into reality. Bridge from. In part 1, we talked about the importance of having a clear vision. You now know where you want to go. But here's the reality: a vision without action is just a fantasy. You can have the most beautiful vision board in the world. You can write the most detailed goals in your journal. But if you wake up tomorrow and live the same way you did yesterday, nothing will change. Dreams don't work unless you do. And that's where your daily routine comes in. Your routine is the engine that drives you toward your vision. It's the invisible structure that makes success predictable instead of accidental. It's the collection of small, seemingly ordinary actions you repeat every day that lead to extraordinary results. Why routine matters so much? Let me be honest with you. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Most people think success is about big, dramatic changes. But in reality, success is about consistency. It's about doing the right things, in the right order, over and over until they become automatic. Your routine eliminates decision fatigue. It removes the constant battle of should I do this? Should I skip it, because it's already set? It frees up mental energy so you can focus on what matters. When you have a routine, you no longer rely on motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you'll feel like showing up, some days you won't. But your routine doesn't care how you feel, it carries you through anyway. What your routine really says about you. Your current routine is a reflection of your current results. If you're unhappy with your health, your finances, your relationships, or your mindset, it's because your daily actions are not aligned with the future you say you want. Look at your life right now. Be brutally honest. What time do you wake up? What do you do in the first hour of your day? How much time do you spend scrolling instead of working? Do you exercise, eat well, and take care of your body? Because here's the truth, what you do daily creates who you are permanently. The routine that changed a life. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was a single mom working 2 jobs, exhausted, barely making ends meet. She wanted to start her own business, but she kept telling herself she didn't have the time or energy. One day, she realized that if she kept living the way she was living, nothing would change. She decided to create a routine that aligned with the life she wanted. She started waking up 1 hour earlier each day. She used that hour to work on her business, study marketing, and plan her week. She built a consistent evening routine to plan meals, get her kids ready for the next day, and go to bed on time. At first, it was hard. She was tired. But within 6 months, her small daily actions compounded. She launched her business, built momentum, and eventually left her second job. Today, she's financially stable and has more time with her kids. Her vision didn't change, her routine did. And that changed everything. How to build a powerful routine. You don't need a 20-step morning ritual. You just need a simple, repeatable structure that moves you toward your vision. Here's how. 1. Start with your morning. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you start rushed, distracted, and reactive, you'll carry that energy with you all day. But if you start with intention, discipline, and focus, you'll be unstoppable. Morning routine ideas. Wake up at the same time every day. Spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your goals. Move your body, work out, stretch, or go for a walk. Feed your mind, read, listen to an audiobook, or write in a journal. Tackle your most important task before you get lost in distractions. 2. Build an evening routine. Your evening sets up your morning. If you stay up too late watching Netflix or scrolling, you'll wake up tired and unmotivated. Evening routine ideas. Set a consistent bedtime. Plan your next day before you go to sleep. Top 3 priorities. Disconnect from screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Reflect on your wins and lessons from the day. 3. Stack habits gradually. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small. Add 1 habit at a time. Once it becomes automatic, add another. For example, Week 1, wake up at the same time every day. Week 2, add a 15-minute morning workout. Week 3, add 20 minutes of reading or journaling. This prevents overwhelm and increases your chances of sticking with it. The mindset shift: discipline is freedom. Most people think routines are boring. They think discipline means losing freedom. But the truth is the opposite: discipline creates freedom. When you have structure, you don't waste time wondering what to do next. You don't live in constant chaos. You have more mental clarity, more control, and more progress. Think about a musician. They have the freedom to create beautiful music because they first mastered their scales. Think about an athlete. They have the freedom to perform at the highest level because they spent years training their bodies and minds. Your routine is not a prison, it's a path to the future you want. Story: the failure that became success through routine. John was an aspiring writer. For years, he dreamed of publishing a book, but he kept waiting for inspiration to strike. He would write a few pages one week, then stop for months. One day, he decided to commit to a simple routine: write 500 words every single day, no matter what. Some days the words flowed. Some days they didn't. But he stuck with it. After a year, John had written a full manuscript. After 2 years, he had built an audience online. Eventually, he published his book, and it became a bestseller. His success wasn't talent or luck. It was discipline and routine. Your routine must align with your vision. This is critical: your routine must match the future you want. If your vision is to be financially free, your routine should include budgeting, learning about investments, and building income streams. If your vision is to be healthy and strong, your routine must include exercise, meal prep, and proper rest. If your vision is to be a loving, present parent, your routine must include intentional time with your family. Don't just create a routine because someone else does it. Build the one that fits your life and goals. Common excuses and how to crush them. I don't have time. You do have time, you're just spending it on the wrong things. Audit your day and eliminate distractions. I'm not motivated. Stop waiting for motivation. Build discipline through repetition. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie. Start with one small action today. Action step: design your routine. Grab a piece of paper and write. What time will I wake up and go to bed? What 3 things will I do every morning to set up my day? What 3 things will I do every evening to set up my morning? What distractions will I remove from my day? Then commit to this routine for the next 30 days. Transition to next segment: the compound effect. Now that you have your vision and your routine, I need to show you something powerful. Because the small actions you're taking every day, those workouts, those study sessions, those hours working on your dream, they may feel insignificant at first. But here's the truth: small actions, repeated over time, create massive results. In the next segment, we'll dive deep into the compound effects of small actions, why every tiny choice you make matters more than you think, and how it can transform your entire future. Bridge from. In the last segment, we talked about routine, how the structure of your daily life either moves you closer to your vision or drags you further away. But now, I want to show you something even more powerful. Because if you truly understand this concept, it will change the way you look at every single choice you make from this day forward. It's called the compound effect. This is the secret behind the success of world-class athletes, CEOs, self-made millionaires, and anyone who has transformed their life. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's not one big break. It's the small actions. The tiny, seemingly insignificant choices. The things you do when nobody is watching. Every small action you take compounds over time, either building you up or breaking you down. What is the compound effect? Imagine you take a single penny and double it every day for 31 days. Day 1, 1 cent. Day 10, $5.12. Day 20, $5,243. Day 31, over $10 million. At first, it doesn't seem like much. In the first 10 days, you barely see any difference. But as time goes on, the growth becomes explosive. Your life works the same way. The workout you do today may not transform your body. The $10 you save today may not make you wealthy. The book you read today may not make you an expert. But when you repeat those actions every day, the results compound. And just like the penny, the biggest rewards show up later, after you've stayed consistent. Every choice counts. Here's what most people don't realize: small actions cut both ways. If you eat fast food every day, it doesn't hurt you immediately. But over time, your health deteriorates. If you skip one workout, it's not a big deal. But if you keep skipping, you lose energy and confidence. If you spend more money than you make every month, it might feel manageable at first. But eventually, you're drowning in debt. The same is true in the other direction. If you start saving just $5 a day, it grows into thousands. If you read 10 pages a day, that's 3,650 pages a year, dozens of books. If you practice your skill for 30 minutes a day, in a year you'll be light years ahead of where you started. Your small actions are either building your future or destroying it. Story: 2 friends, 2 choices. Let me tell you a story about 2 friends, Mark and David. Mark decided he was tired of his routine. He stopped cooking at home and started eating takeout most nights. He skipped his workouts because he was too busy. He started watching 2 hours of TV every night to relax. David, on the other hand, made a few small changes. He started walking 30 minutes a day. He cooked at home most nights. He used that same 2 hours at night to work on a side project and read books on self-improvement. After 3 months, there was no visible difference between the two. After 6 months, Mark had gained a little weight and felt tired all the time. David had lost a little weight and felt more energetic. After a year, the difference was massive. Mark was 20 pounds heavier, stressed, and still stuck in the same job. David was in the best shape of his life, had launched a new business, and had completely transformed his mindset. The choices you make every day don't seem to matter in the moment, but they determine your future. Why small actions are easy to ignore. The problem with the compound effect is that it's invisible at first. You eat a donut today, nothing happens. You skip a workout, nothing happens. You put off working on your dream, nothing happens. And because nothing happens immediately, you think you're fine. But the truth is, your future is being shaped in those small decisions. You rarely notice the damage you're doing until it's too late. The same is true with positive actions. You start a new habit and expect instant results. But when you don't see progress after a week, you give up. You must understand, small, positive actions take time to show results, but when they do, the results are massive. Applying the compound effect to your life. Now that you understand how it works, here's how you apply it. 1. Identify the small actions that will move you forward. What habits, if done consistently, would transform your life? Daily exercise. Eating nutritious meals. Reading or listening to educational content. Saving or investing a small amount of money. Practicing gratitude or meditation. Working on your dream project for 30 to 60 minutes a day. Write them down. 2. Remove the small actions that are holding you back. What habits are slowly destroying your future? Staying up late scrolling on your phone. Eating junk food regularly. Spending money you don't have. Complaining instead of taking action. Skipping workouts. Surrounding yourself with negative people. Be honest with yourself. These actions may feel small, but they add up. 3. Track your progress. What gets measured gets improved. Track your habits daily. Check them off in a notebook or app. Even if the results aren't visible yet, tracking keeps you accountable. Mindset shift, play the long game. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Everyone wants results right now. But the truth is, the best things in life take time. You cannot microwave success. You must plant the seeds and water them every day. Farmers don't plant a seed and expect a harvest the next morning. They trust the process. They nurture the soil. They wait for the compound effect of time and effort. Your life is no different. The bricklayer. There was a man who wanted to build a wall. Every day, he laid one brick. Just one. At first, people laughed. "It's going to take you forever," they said. But the man stayed consistent. One brick at a time. One day at a time. After a month, he had a small section of wall. After a year, the wall was taller than he was. After several years, he had built a structure so strong and beautiful that people traveled from all over to see it. When asked how he built it, he said, "I didn't build a wall. I just laid one brick as perfectly as I could, every single day." Everyday choices determine your destiny. Right now, your future is not determined by one big decision. It's determined by the dozens of small decisions you make daily. Do you wake up early or hit snooze? Do you eat a healthy meal or grab fast food? Do you work on your dream or waste another night on Netflix? Do you save your money or spend it on things you don't need? Do you choose gratitude or complain? Every choice pushes you closer to your vision or further away from it. Action step: choose your small wins. Today, I want you to commit to 3 small actions you'll do every day for the next 30 days. These actions should be simple, realistic, and aligned with your vision. Then, track them. Celebrate every small win. Because here's the truth, small wins lead to big victories. Real stories of transformation. Now you understand the compound effect. You know that your small daily actions are shaping your future. But I want to make this real for you. I want you to see what's possible when someone commits to their vision, builds the right routine, and embraces the compound effect. In the next segment, I'm going to share real stories of transformation, people who were just like you, who started small and stayed consistent, and who completely changed their lives. These stories will prove to you that no matter where you are right now, it is possible. The compound effect. The invisible results: why most people quit too early. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to change their life is expecting instant results. They start a new habit, they stick with it for a week, and when they don't see dramatic changes, they quit. But that's like planting a seed and digging it up every day to see if it's growing. Real growth happens underground first. The roots are forming. The foundation is being built. You may not see anything for weeks, even months, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. This is where the compound effect tests you. Because it rewards those who can delay gratification, who can believe in the process even when they can't see immediate results. Story: the bamboo tree. Have you ever heard about the Chinese bamboo tree? When you plant a bamboo seed, nothing happens for the first year. You water it, fertilize it, nurture it, still nothing. Year 2, same thing. Year 3, nothing. Year 4, still nothing. By this point, most people would give up. But in the 5th year, the bamboo suddenly grows 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Did it really grow 90 feet in 6 weeks? No. It was growing the entire time, below the surface, building a root system strong enough to support its explosive growth. That's exactly how your life works. The work you're putting in today, the habits you're building, the discipline you're practicing, it may feel invisible right now. But one day, the results will explode. Why this is good news for you? The compound effect means that you can start small. You don't need to change everything overnight. If you can commit to small, consistent improvements, the results will shock you. Wake up 15 minutes earlier and use that time to learn or plan your day. Replace one unhealthy meal with something nutritious. Spend 20 minutes a day on your dream project. Put $5 aside every day for your future. Individually, these actions feel small. But over time, they change your identity, your confidence, your life. The compound effect also builds character. There's another hidden benefit. As you practice small, positive actions daily, you start to trust yourself. Every time you follow through, you build self-respect. You start to see yourself as disciplined, as someone who keeps promises. That confidence is worth more than the result itself. Because once you trust yourself, you can do anything. Story: an ordinary man, an extraordinary result. Let me share a quick story about Jacob. Jacob was an ordinary guy who wanted to run a marathon. He wasn't an athlete. He wasn't even in great shape. But he set a goal: run 1 mile every single day. The first few days were tough. His legs burned. He was out of breath. He doubted himself. But he kept going. 1 mile a day. After 3 weeks, it got easier. After 2 months, he was running 3 miles without stopping. By the end of the year, Jacob ran his first marathon. What's even more powerful is this: Jacob didn't just become a runner. He became disciplined. That discipline spilled into other areas of his life, his career, his relationships, his health. All because he committed to 1 mile a day. Choose your future one decision at a time. Every day you have dozens of opportunities to shape your future. Do you read the book or scroll social media? Do you invest the money or waste it on something you don't need? Do you hit the snooze button or get up and work on your dream? Each decision feels small, but each one is a vote for the person you're becoming. Who are you voting for today? Action challenge: 1% better. Starting today, focus on being 1% better every day. 1% stronger in the gym. 1% more focused at work. 1% kinder in your relationships. 1% more disciplined with your habits. If you improve by 1% every day for a year, you'll be 37 times better by the end. That's the power of compounding. Final words: set your foundation. You don't need to do it all at once. You just need to start. You just need to choose a few small, powerful actions and repeat them every day. Because one day, you're going to wake up and realize that those little choices, those things that felt insignificant at the time, completely transformed your life. Now you've seen how the compound effect works. But I want to make it even more real. Design your future today. Set a clear vision for where you want to be for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Build powerful routines that align with that vision and stick to them daily. Small actions compound into massive results over time, even when you can't see the progress yet. Every decision you make is a vote for your future self. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and never quit when it feels slow. Transformation is possible if you choose it every single day. Your future isn't waiting, it's being built right now. Start today and make your life the masterpiece you deserve.